Hey folks, this is JK from the Ministry of Otaku, 14-year anime convention veteran and cosplaying photographer for the DC metropolitan area. If you haven't done so already, please give a like and subscribe. I'm still under, 70 subscribers left to 1,000 subscribers. Maybe I'll do a live stream on 1,000 subscribers, but who knows. But anyway, here's this article, this stupid article from ScreenRant's with the title How Netflix Cowboy Bebop is Changing the Anime and Why That's a Good Thing for them, for the people writing this article. Because the anime is always perfect as is. This anime is always perfect as is. And there's no need for a remake unless it is absolutely faithful to the anime. The descriptive byline says Netflix Cowboy Bebop is changing the anime for the better with a more emotionally mature lead and updated material that reflects the modern times. When they mention the modern times, the author is mentioning the woke times. The Church of Woke times. It's not for the actual audience, not for the actual people who are actually into the anime or into anime in general, but those who are not into anime at all and just want something to tweet at Twitter. Netflix live-action adaptation of the beloved series Cowboy Bebop is changing the anime for the better. No, it's not. It's not. It's basically trying to co-opt the anime and try and make the live-action one the superior version. The anime is always perfect in terms of story, atmosphere, plot, characters, the music. The anime is always perfect enough and it always sets a way high bar that this adaptation that nobody wants will try to reach and won't. Ever since the TV show was released in the late 1990s, it's considered one of the greatest anime series of all time, and one of the only instances where the English dub version is preferred to the Japanese. At least they mentioned this. Cowboy Bebop follows a ragtag group of misfits aboard the Bebop who struggle to find work as bounty hunters. Oh, they are bounty hunters. Just that most of their bounties are unsuccessful, or they're low paying, or they fail due to circumstances beyond their control. Cowboy Bebop has been praised for its complex yet likable characters, its mix of genres, its category-defying soundtrack, and its deep thought-provoking themes, which I've already briefly covered in one of my in the introduction video, in the interesting section of my video, why I'm not reviewing this anime. Basically, Netflix Cowboy Bebop, no review, I reviews. Seriously, why would anyone watch this live-action movie? This live-action series? Netflix announced live-action Cowboy Bebop show received skepticism from some fans. Actually, most fans of the show, who worried the series will suffer the same fate as many other live-action anime adaptations, such as Netflix Death Note, which is the primary reason, and yeah, that's it. Netflix Death Note, which always is inferior to the actual anime of Death Note. Even the live-action version, the Japanese live-action version of Death Note, is better than the Netflix version, which has been, and which I can continue to the article, which have been critical and financial failures. However, Cowboy Bebop has a chance to break this trend by catering to Twitter for likes and retweets. It would have been a mistake to simply duplicate a series that many fans consider already perfect. Here's the thing, people don't mind a faithful remake, even if it's not shot for shot. As long as it's faithful to the story, characters, plot, theme, they will not care. But already, it's not going to be faithful to the original anime. John Cole, the lead actor playing Scott Spaghetti, said in an interview through Photo that he only agreed to join this project after being reassured it will not be a shot-for-shot remake. Joe explained it was a recipe for encouraging unfair comparisons. Viewers should fixate on comparing this Cowboy Bebop to the original, and the Netflix series would fail before it began. It will fail. It's always fail. The red flags have already popped up, and I think this article has willfully ignored this. In the anime, Spike is 27 years old, while Cho is 49, one of the main differences between Cowboy Bebop's adaptations. But they also ignored the young age of Faye Valentine, who is around 25, 27 years old, and she's was frozen for 53, 57 years due to an injury aboard a space station, due to an accident that caused her to be cryogenically frozen until they get a proper treatment for her injuries. Yet Cho believes that he can portray the character more successfully since he's older. He can better convey Spike's emotional depth, which considers the show's theme about loneliness and confronting one's past is arguably more important than sticking with the original character's age. I mean, it would make sense if Netflix would have actually listened to the show's creator's notes, and Netflix has not contacted him about it. So the fact that Watanabe was a consultant is worthless. Netflix is already ignoring him. Some of Cowboy Bebop's material has also been updated from modern times. Faye Valentine had a more powerful outfit with clothes that actually enabled players to perform stunts while wearing them, which has already been debunked by several people. And also, it's Hollywood. They can make multiple copies of the clothes for stunts. That's already been debunked. Although most fans expressed outrage over the damage, and the actual actor sarcastically insulted them, they see it as a necessary adjustment when translating character design from animation to live action. Another update concerns the minor character Gwen Mars Elijah Go Eckner, nicknamed Gwen. In the original anime, Gwen was a war titan in the Titan Wars who took an experimental drug in response. Gwen was forced to take this experimental drug because he was enraged that his comrade testified against him when Gwen was accused of being a spy. He was enraged of his betrayal, angry, and was forced to take the experimental drug to calm him down. That drug inadvertently caused him to grow breasts, because it increased his estrogen levels, and caused him not to be considered a man or woman. He considers himself a man, but he is more of a loner. Now, continue on, set in the year 2071, Cowboy Bebop was revolutionary in many ways, but a lot of vocabulary that exists today for the LGBTQ community did not at the time it first aired. And most people would not care, because they want a good story and an entertaining story, not to be patronized. For the Netflix show, Gwen's character has been reimagined as non-binary and is portrayed by a non-binary actor named Mason Alexander Park, who also insulted the customer base when the fans mentioned this comparison. Mason called them istanphobes. Regardless of the reasoning behind change, some fans will only care if it's no longer perfectly accurate. Oh, they don't mind if it's not perfectly accurate, as long as it's faithful to the anime and manga. As long as it's faithful to the anime. As proven by reaction to Faye's outfit, perhaps they're going to say to the knowledge that the anime's original composer, Yoko Kanno, has returned, and the director, Shinichiro Watanabe, is the creator consultant of the series, which Netflix ignored. The real question is, will the seatbelts return? Will the music of the seatbelts return? If it's not going to be truly faithful. The informant of the live action project shows that Netflix is committed, not really, to creating a series that is faithfully thematical and artistic to the original, even if some elements have been updated or removed, like the smoking scenes of the main character. I don't remember the actual name of the character, But anyway, one of the main characters of the Cowboy Bebop, Spike. Yes, Spike does smoke, and all the smoke scenes have been removed. And really, then it's not really an update. It's not really an update to the anime. It's not going to be an expansion of the anime. It's just going to be a live action carbon copy, more like a radical change from the anime. It's not going to be faithful to the show or the anime. It's just an anime. It's just a live action show. They made it for themselves and for Twitter and for Los Angeles and Portland. Netflix Cowboy Bebop is changing the anime, and no, that's not a good thing. And to them, it is a good thing, even though it's not. When Cowboy Bebop airs in fall 2021, basically this November, the talented cast and crew will be introducing a beloved series to a whole new generation, the woke generation. The generation that doesn't actually care about anime. Hopefully, regardless of whether viewers have seen the original anime, they will walk away from this adaptation pleased with the results. Or they're not going to bother watching it at all and will watch the original series. Seriously, I'm going to mention what Yellow Flash said about ScreenRant's. They're idiots. I don't know how they get paid. And seriously, they're just talking some garbage. I mean, who the hell are they talking about? Seriously, you wanna know why they make stupid articles like this? Because ScreenRant is paid through clickbaits and through venture capital. Any reason why so many of these access media outlets are going out of business? Because no one is watching them. No one's reading them. They're watching YouTube. They'll watch YouTube for their opinions, and that's why ScreenRant and other access media hate YouTube, and they want it for themselves. They hate real competition. They hate the real free market of ideas. And that's why they hate YouTube, and that's why they hate actual fans. They want fake fans so they can give themselves backpacks. Obviously, this anime is not going to be faithful to the show, and I'm not going to bother watching it at all. This is JK from the Mystery Otaku signing out. Have a good day.